According to the International Shark Attack File, ISAF, between 1958 and 2016 there were 2,785 confirmed unprovoked shark attacks around the world, of which 439 were fatal. Between 2001 and 2010, an average of 4.3 people a year died as a result of shark attacks. In 2000, there were 79 shark attacks reported worldwide, 11 of them fatal. In 2005 and 2006, this number decreased to 61 and 62 respectively, while the number of fatalities dropped to only 4 per year. The 2016 yearly total of 81 shark attacks worldwide was on par with the most recent 5-year, 2011 to 2015, average of 82 incidents annually. By contrast, the 98 shark attacks in 2015 was the highest yearly total on record. There were 4 fatalities worldwide in 2016, which is lower than the average of 8 fatalities per year worldwide in the 2011 to 2015 period and 6 deaths per annum over the past decade. In 2016, 58% of attacks were on surfers. Despite these reports, however, the actual number of fatal shark attacks worldwide remains uncertain. For the majority of Third World coastal nations, there exists no method of reporting suspected shark attacks. Therefore, losses and fatalities near shore or at sea often remain unsolved or unpublicized. Of these attacks, the majority occurred in the United States, 53 in 2000, 40 in 2005, and 39 in 2006. The New York Times reported in July 2008 that there had been only 1 fatal attack in the previous year. On average, there are 16 shark attacks per year in the United States, with 1 fatality every 2 years. According to the ISAF, the U.S. states in which the most attacks have occurred are Florida, Hawaii, California, Texas and the Carolinas, though attacks have occurred in almost every coastal state. Australia has the highest number of fatal shark attacks in the world, with Western Australia recently becoming the deadliest place in the world for shark attacks, with total and fatal shark bites growing exponentially over the last 40 years. Since 2000 there have been 17 fatal shark attacks along the West Australian coast, with divers now facing odds of 1 in 16,000 for a fatal shark bite. Other shark attack hotspots include Réunion Island, Boa Viagem in Brazil, Makina Beach, Maui, Hawaii and Second Beach, Port St. John's, South Africa. South Africa has a high number of shark attacks along with a high fatality rate of 27%. As of 28 June 1992, Recife in Brazil began officially registering shark attacks on its beaches, mainly on the beach of Boa Viagem. Over more than 2 decades, 64 victims were attacked, of which 26 died. The last deadly attack occurred on 10 July 2021. The attacks were caused by the species bull shark and tiger shark. The shark attacks in Recife have an unusually high fatality rate of about 37%. This is much higher than the worldwide shark attack fatality rate, which is currently about 16%, according to Florida State Museum of Natural History. Several factors have contributed to the unusually high attack and fatality rates, including pollution from sewage runoff and a, now closed, local slaughterhouse. The location with the most recorded shark attacks is New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Developed nations such as the United States, Australia and, to some extent, South Africa, facilitate more thorough documentation of shark attacks on humans than developing coastal nations. The increased use of technology has enabled Australia and the United States to record more data than other nations, which could somewhat bias the results recorded. In addition to this, individuals and institutions in South Africa, the US and Australia keep a file which is regularly updated by an entire research team, the International Shark Attack File, and the Australian Shark Attack File. The Florida Museum of Natural History compares these statistics with a much higher rate of deaths from other causes. For example, an average of more than 38 people die annually from lightning strikes in coastal states, while less than 1 person per year is killed by a shark in Florida. In the United States, even considering only people who go to beaches, a person's chance of getting attacked by a shark is 1 in 11.5 million, and a person's chance of getting killed by a shark is less than 1 in 264.1 million. However, in certain situations the risk of a shark attack is higher. For example, in the southwest of Western Australia, the chances of a surfer being fatally bitten by a shark in winter or spring are 1 in 40,000, and for divers it is 1 in 16,000. In comparison to the risk of a serious or fatal cycling accident, this represents 3 times the risk for a surfer and 7 times the risk for a diver.